right, and welcome back to Date with the Divas. Thank you once again for finding us and clicking on that video. You loving our look, you loving our vibe, and all of that jazz, so you might as well subscribe. You might as well like this video, and please hit on that notification bell so that you can always find us and watch our latest and greatest videos. All right,
Because you know why?
on trees. I'm trying to think of it. On short things.
Thank you. Oh gosh. So here we are again, discussing, some content that I found on the internet. And what had happened was, it was it's under messy stories. And what had happened was he found in a internet content provider person called the Maya Fire. And basically it was, she created this little story time of her using a video recorder to expose the cheating habits of her then boyfriend. So where you would think this is going to be like, oh, a 1, 2, 3 done type of thing, it goes on. The content goes on for which I felt was for like days and hours, years, months. It just went on. But essentially what had happened was she kind of sets the stage up for, her feeling like something's going on with her boyfriend. And she basically
Her boyfriend.
She lives with her boyfriend, and she basically puts a recorder in the car and, listens to the recordings and basically kind of gets his conversations with other people, other females. He's going to pick up other females
in her car,
bringing them back to her apartment, because at one point she put the recorder in the apartment that they stayed in. So, and again, she goes on and on, talking about examples, talking about herself. And every time you think it's going to end, the story keeps going on, like I'm doing right now. And I'm just like, girl, just get to the content. Can we just figure out like what he did? And, so I think it was more of, maybe it was therapeutic for herself to kind of talk about it. But the reason why I chose it was because I was interested in the fact that the things that people do in order to disclose, in order to cat somebody out in some cheating, and is it necessary? Is it worth it? If we have to go to these lengths in order to basically, on somebody.
Have you ever wondered what you will find if you secretly recorded your partner? Well, this woman right here, she did just that. And the things that she found after recording her boyfriend will leave you mind blown. Man, y'all might want to buckle up for this one. But before we get to it, the name of the content creator that I found this story on, her name is Maya, and you can find her on TikTok. So if you want to follow her for more updates, this is her page. Now, for the rest of y'all, buckle up because this story gets wild.
So, get ready with me while I do a story time about how I caught my ex-boyfriend cheating the first time with a voice recorder that I planted in his car. With 108 hours of audio that I sat through and listened to before I created my file and left his ass. So, me and my ex were dating for about we dated for a total of 3 years at the time. It was a year and 8 months, going on 2 years. He was fighting a case. He ended up going to jail for 6 months. Out of the time we were together for those 3 years, he did 6 months in jail, 6 months out on house arrest. So I would say maybe 2.5 months into him being on house arrest, I just had like a strong intuition that he either was cheating or he just, I don't know, maybe was not into the relationship anymore or whatever it is. I knew the problem was not fucking me. So, and the problem with me was that he was not fucking me. That's red flag number one. We would go maybe 1 week without having sex. 2 weeks without having sex. But the type of person that my ex was, he was very tactic. Like, no one calls his phone. Whenever I go through his phone, there will be nothing in there. He cleans it like it's always like deleted message. Like, it's clean. Like, even the messages between him and his friends are clean. I asked him, is he happy? I felt like a little disconnect between us. He said, no, I'm tripping. Like, I know I'm not tripping. Ladies, don't ever think you're fucking tripping. Because that's literally your female intuition that God gave us. The only way I'm gonna catch him, or basically catch him or find out, is if either I pop up on him wherever I think he is and find him doing something, or what. The last homegirl I called, she's like, oh, like, if you feel like that, then you probably right. Like, I'm like, yeah, what do I do? She was like, well, I caught my ex, my baby daddy at the time, cheating because I planted a voice recording in his car and I was able to hear everything he was doing and where he was going. But she was like, one thing I will advise you is, if you're not ready to leave, don't even put that shit in there. She sends me the link or the screenshot to get where to get their voice recorder from Amazon. So I ordered this shit. I kid you not. I eventually grew some balls and decided to put that shit in his car. I put it in his car for one day. One day was all I needed. One day was all I needed to really spaz out, but I really held my composure for 2 days, and I let the audio sit in there for 2 days.
So
what was that show when they catch
cheaters?
Cheaters. Yeah, they
cheaters. It was cheaters. So basically, again, and like I tell you, I didn't see, it took her maybe about 30 minutes for her to do a ponytail. And then when she finally got the ponytail, I was like, thank you. Then she had to do the baby hairs. And I was just like, and then another time she was eating, and I was just like, it was, I think that the video might have got split into 4 parts. So, but the main thing, Entourage, is what lengths are we going through in order to
prove or disprove
that the person is being unfaithful to you? Like, what is there, like a limit? Is there an extreme? Like, do we have to go through all this? Or are we just saying, deuces, I can't do this anymore because I know I got a gut feeling, that gut feeling is enough? Or are we doing what this young lady did, which was plant a voice recorder inside of her home in order to catch, and then have
hours and hours
of had to comb through hours, and even involved her cousin in listening in on the hours and hours of.
She catch him? Was he cheating?
Yes.
Yes.
And even when she got it, she still continued to record to get more information. It was long. It was long.
Like, I think she recorded like thousands of hours
of audio. Yeah.
Of audio.
He even found it.
Yes.
And then that's when she put it, I want to say, in the bedroom to
in
try
the
to
bedroom
find another way. And right?
Well, okay, so she confronted the girl that he was cheating on her with. And then that girl told the guy the reason she caught him was because there's a recorder in the car. He took it out, and she ended up buying
another one.
So she stayed with him after she had already caught him.
Yeah. Okay, but on Trees, she prefaces her story by saying that her boyfriend had just gotten out of prison and was on house arrest when all of this was happening. And I'm like, wait a second.
In the ghetto, hell.
But okay, mine is that though. I mean, mine is that. You can't deny that there are people.
No, this happens at all socioeconomic levels.
Exactly.
So
no judgment here. To a certain degree.
Girl, maybe pick from a better litter.
Listen.
But like Lava said, when is
enough? I go to no levels. I go to no lengths. I'm not a private investigator. No. I'm not doing any of this. I'm not going through your phone, nothing.
Do you think any of that, like what you're saying on Trees, has anything to do like with age too? Or
I've
is it
never
just the
been that
person?
girl. I've never been that girl.
I
I'm not
haven't either,
following you
but
anywhere. I'm no nothing. If because I feel like when the mind's going there, you're just not happy. The person's not making you happy. They're not giving you the attention you want. They're not giving, you know what I mean? That's why you're thinking these things,
right.
because something is amiss.
Yes,
So
and she
just go with
mentioned
that.
that.
Just go with that and leave. He's not your husband. Just
Mhm.
that always boggled my mind about cheaters when they would hire a television show. Girl, just break up. This is just your boyfriend.
Yeah. But I love him.
Yeah, well, that was that girl's point, was like she was with him for like 2 years or 2.5 years, and
Mhm.
you know, this was her man,
And she ride or died for him
yeah.
while he was on house arrest. And how dare he on house arrest cheat on her?
That's a devious mind right there. You on house arrest and can still cheat.
So
Exactly.
would you guys do that? Like all that investigating and stuff?
No, I
Yeah.
agree with you. If you're at that point, there's something else wrong with the relationship.
I agree. So, okay, I'm going to be totally transparent now. I have not gone through those particular lengths, but what I did do is I got quiet. So I got quiet so that the noise in the room became louder than my voice. And so what I just started doing, as opposed to investigating, in my mind, I was like, it's here. I feel it, so it's here. So let me just pay attention. And so I didn't say anything. I didn't complain. And I just watched behaviors. And I watched, like, for me, it was, oh, you come home, but you're sitting in the car. Clearly, you're having a conversation with somebody. So then I'm like, okay, so it was like little things that I started to see, you know, what time you're coming home and things of that nature. So again, did I do any snooping, any extra snooping? No, I just started watching the behaviors, and the behaviors were enough to it already had red flags.
Right.
I just needed, you know, just a little cherry on top, but I wasn't going to be that chick. Go do you. Go do you, and I'm going to do me.
So you broke up with him?
Oh, yes, I did. Yes, I did.
So then that brings me, when you said about being that chick. So now, remember, there was a portion where the girl, the side piece, if we want to call it that, you know, tells him what happened or whatever. What about those women, the women that they find out that their mate is cheating, but then they go after the woman?
And that's the part I hate.
That's crazy.
Why are we going? And that's the part I dislike, seeing women fighting over a man when he's proven to you he's nobody's man.
He's everybody's man.
He's everybody's man. But I would, you know, as a female, and you know, in any scenario, my thing is he's attached. So I'm going to go under the guise that you don't know that he's attached. That's the first thing I'm going to do, because it takes two to mingle. And so I can't put all the blame on you when he needs to have some accountability. So why am I going for you? It's different if it's my friend, it's my homegirl, you know, or someone who blatantly knew, but I'm still going to go after both of you, you know. But at the end of
so you would go after the woman. You would go after.
I would not.
Oh, I thought you said
you're saying if it was like your homegirl that
it was your friend, I'm gonna be mad at my friend, of course. But it's him. You are in a relationship with me. This person doesn't know anything about me. You know, I'm going, you know, in my mind, that's how I'm thinking, is that this person doesn't know that I exist. Why am I going after you? No.
Now, the only exception I would make to that, because I agree with you 1000%, is if the woman approached me. If the other woman,
I'm coming for you, right?
If the other woman calls me,
taking off the earrings, right?
Yeah, knocks on my door. If the other woman wants to make herself known to me,
you better bring it good.
Yeah,
because I'm going to respond good.
Now I'm dealing with you.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
And that's wrong too. Right?
It is.
Because no,
But
I'm
know
not
your
saying you.
place.
I'm not saying you
Yeah, know
are
your
trees.
place.
Like
Over there on
exactly.
the
Play your
side.
position, girl. Play your
Yeah,
position. You the
but
bottom bitch. You the bottom bitch. Stay
Stay
what
on
if
the
Stay
side.
down
Stay.
there.
okay, but what if she doesn't know she's the bottom bitch?
She's approaching me, so she
She's
knows.
coming to my door. She knows it.
No, but let's say, she gets suspicious of him, right? And says, "Oh, I'm gonna see if he's cheating on me," and then she finds you, and so she's thinking he is cheating on her with you.
She thinks she's
Listen, no. We're assuming. I'm assuming this is your man that you live with this man, right?
But
Because
but
Oh,
Michelle
okay.
is saying you think that's your man when
no,
you
honey. When you're dating a man that's unavailable, you know it. So don't play with me. You knew this was somebody else's man. You never
he's
came
not
to his house.
available to you
Yes.
24/7. He's
Girl,
getting
get
them
out of here. We are
calls.
all
Come
grown.
on, y'all. Come
You know that was
on.
somebody else's man. Get out of here.
Somebody else's guy.
And you came to me because you want me to know.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, that's the only time I would have words.
But Michelle, was I correct? What you were
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. That, if she genuinely didn't know that she was a side piece,
And you're
like
an idiot.
seriously, I'm
I
just
could see
saying.
that. I could
I
totally see
could
that.
see
If he's
that.
married, how can that be that she didn't know?
Okay.
There have
Say,
been
for
Okay.
example, in this situation, if it was boyfriend, girlfriend, you're not
Mhm.
living together.
Together.
Okay.
That's
Boyfriend,
different.
girlfriend.
That's different.
Okay. And boyfriend, girlfriend, and they're not living together. She doesn't know that she's the bottom bitch. Because we ain't going to be. And she comes knocking on your door. I'm going to
But
say,
why?
bitch, you the bottom bitch.
If
Get
this
the fuck
is just
out of here.
somebody that you're dating, if this is just a man you're dating, and you get a sense he's dating somebody else, why are you approaching the woman? Approach the man.
Yes. See, this goes back to the other conversation. Go to him because you were the under the guys, even if you're the bottom bitch and you thought you were
And you find out there's another woman. Why are you approaching that woman?
exactly.
She's irrelevant. What's relevant is that the man you thought was yours
Is
somebody
everybody's.
else. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's your problem, not the woman.
Yeah.
But
And
I feel like women do that to like back
deflect.
you up. Like, did you know? Like he's seeing me. Like and then so
They
you go
piss
break
on
up
their
with him.
territory.
Didn't
So you can
was
break up with him and then he can just be hers.
that time?
But
Didn't
you know what dudes do? Dudes go to the dude and be like, yo, my man, word you banging that too?
yeah. Ooh.
And then they both go on, yo, son, you want to go watch this game?
We the dumbasses trying to fight somebody,
I
right?
don't know. I watch on Cheaters. A lot of those guys want to kill.
Yeah, for real. Oh wow.
So
Are you gonna fight?
I'm not fighting nobody. This face is too cute.
I'm a lover, not a
bears.
fighter.
No.
But
man, are you crazy?
no, I'm not fighting over nobody. But best believe you me, if you are coming for me,
We're not fighting.
You ready?
I might have
Don't
to.
start nothing.
Won't be nothing. So don't come knocking on my door. Don't come calling my phone.
Michelle, what you be doing? What you gonna be doing?
Well, I have a history of bad decisions when it comes to men, like a long ass history. And just
You're
candidly,
reformed.
when I was younger, I did spy on a boyfriend. I mean, I guess you can call it spying. Like I drove around looking for him, right? And then I realized, why am I being the dumbass driving around looking for this guy? Like if he isn't where he said he was going to be.
That's the issue.
Yeah. So I'm like, I think I've crossed over to crazy town, so I need to like dial it back. But again, like I've made horrific choices when it comes to men, but I thankfully have had enough sense not to
Escalated.
yeah, or fight for a cheating person or any of that drama.
Yeah, how gross.
I've had to pull a couple of girlfriends back. Be like, I'm not okay. Now that we're sitting here spying on him, are we good? Like, do you realize how stupid this looks? Can we go
That's
on?
where you look, girl. Like, stop.
Yeah.
But sometimes, I guess for some people, they need that hard,
Validation.
yeah.
Concrete. But this chick in this video, she did a little too much.
Yeah.
Sounds like she had too much time on her hands.
Clearly she did, between her hair, makeup, nails, food.
Dude,
She did a whole lot.
at the end of the video, she trashed their apartment.
Yes. And she even showed it. Like, she's
Yes.
like, this is the apartment now.
Oh, so she did break up with him.
Yes, she did.
Okay,
After she
well, at least
bashed the
there's that.
TVs, she
Okay.
like literally, she trashed everything.
But Antrice, it was after she listened to
12,000
him
hours.
having sex with people in their
The apartment.
house.
That'd be so horrible. Oh,
See, then that becomes a time too when, like,
You're
sometimes
subjecting
ignorance is
yourself.
bliss. Like, did you need to know all of that?
All of
All
that?
you needed to know was he's cheating on you. That's it.
Exactly.
And ladies, you don't even need to know he's cheating on you. He's making you unhappy. That's enough of a
Yes.
reason.
That's enough.
Take your fine ass out the door. Like,
Thank you. Trust your spidey senses, because if it's letting you know something is wrong, 9 times out of 10, something's wrong.
and something's wrong if you're not happy. If you're not
Yeah.
happy, just go.
Basically.
Public service announcement by the Divas.
You don't need a reason. The reason is I'm not happy in this relationship.
And all you need to say, to the left, to the left.
That's the one time we'll say her words, right?
Exactly. Basically. So, Entourage, we thank you very much. Drop down in the comments, hit the like button, subscribe, and let us know what you thought. Would you go through such lengths to find out that your mate is being unfaithful? Is it worth it or is it not? But in the words of the diva, love yourself and move on.
Word.
Good night, y'all.
Good night.